Jean Renoir's The Rules of the Game is a great movie, and it's a timeless film as well. Shot in glorious black and white, it's actually the most colourful film you'll ever see. Jean Renoir stars in the film as Octave, a man who was suave and calm and cool, and wit, and a thing for the ladies. He definitely has a thing for bad timing as well. Renoir's role is greatly expanded in this film, which was actually salvaged in 1959 after a bombing raid had damaged and all but destroyed the original negative of the film during World War II. That has been put together and reconstructed and repieced, and actually 25 extra minutes were added to this film in 1959, and that's the version that audiences get to see today. It adds a lot more depth, a lot more nuance, and a lot more interesting observations about the world, and Mr. Renoir was ahead of his time with this film, a film about the French upper crust in society, the French who mock and parody everybody else while seemingly being completely oblivious to their own contradictions. And there are self-awarenesses in the film, and they are definitely given in some very riveting dialogue indeed to watch. This film is a farce, it's a comedy, it's a tragedy, it's a drama, it's a fantasy, and that's what the director once called it. Rules of the Game is all about game hunting between men and women, that emotional chessboard that keeps the sexes intertwined at each other's throats, and also keeps women and men fighting amongst themselves for the spoils of competition. Adulterers, beware. There are no holds barred here for those who don't want to look at some of the very profound things that this film says about human behavior and the society in which it comes packaged in. The Rules of the Game makes us think about all of these things, and Renoir gives us a very generous helping of affairs of the heart and complexities of the heart as well. The Rules of the Game is really one of those types of films you want to watch more than once, because there's a lot more going on than what you see on the surface, and certainly a lot more than what you see in a first time viewing. I've seen The Rules of the Game now several times, and I'm fascinated each time by what new things it delivers and what new things I discover from it. Jean Renoir really has crafted a great resume of many great films, including Grand Illusion. That's one of the first ones I think of when I think about his great work. But The Rules of the Game, to me, is one of his best ever. It's one of the great films of all time, and it's well made, well constructed, well acted. The dialogue is absolutely spectacular in this film, and there's not a false note in it, even as the film parodies and skewers the French upper class. It's a politically incorrect movie as well, and it definitely goes farther and farther down the stream of farce. It's really one of those films you must see again, and again if necessary. It's a joy to watch. The Rules of the Game. Foxes and hens on the battlefield of love. I'm Omar for Roger Ebert on one of his Far-Flung Correspondents.